Record.
So I want to talk a bit more about astral projection. I know a lot of Christian communities say it's bad, but a lot of people are doing it anyway. A lot of people are managing to come out of their body anyway. So it's not like there are Christians out there that are coming out of their body or not coming out of their body. The thing is that I wanted to talk about was a lot of people.
Mic lock button is on. Double.
Meditate, and they use a lot of. Meditation is a powerful tool. Now, when you start meditating, you're not gonna tap into a world straight away. You're not gonna. It's not like. You've got to train like everything. You've got to master it, you know? You have to master that you've got to master the power of it, like everything. So it's literally like going, when you go through all of these things, you realize that you can tap into another world. I've meditated all the time, and I realize that I can tap into anything. I've realized now that getting out of my body is it's important for me. It's like stepping into the porch almost. You step into the world of the unknown, and then all of a sudden you're in that world. You're already in the world that you've tapped into it almost. It's kind of understanding the dream world first. It's like you're stepping into the porch. That's the dream world. You realise, but once you realise that you're actually limited, you can only go so far within the dream world. It's like there's an elastic band holding you so far. You realise, this is the dream world. But once you realise there's so much more, it's like breaking through the atmosphere. You're breaking through. You're breaking through the atmosphere, and it's realizing that there's so much more, and it's like you're out of that porch now. You're out of the dream realm, and you're into this new thing. It's like taking a canvas that's layered upon, and taking those layers of the canvas, finding all the blank corners, realizing that you haven't filled every single part of the canvas. And when you think you filled that part, there's something else. But you can always change those things. And it's knowing. And these are the things that we're learning about ourselves, more or less. We're learning that we're not mentally prepared in this world. We're not in this world when we're in our bodies. There are dark parts to us. Everyone's got a dark part to them,
Telegram.
And the two things that give us those two dark ingredients are fear and anxiety. Fear is David Pelzer puts it, fear is cancer, and he's 100% right. Because when you've got cancer, what do you think people fear next? Death. So that's the next thing they fear. Anxiety is the fear that you have. It's do I step off the curb or not? Do I go through this door or not? And in the astral realm, we learn these amazing things. We learn, if we can step off the curb, does it matter? There's some days, I have the fear that everybody else have. I was going to church the other day, and I was thinking about death, and I was thinking, am I going to go to heaven or am I going to go to hell? And if I go to hell, I'm sure it's every right or whatever, or I was judging myself kind of thing. This is all as I was crossing the road and walking to church. And and I got into church and I looked up at the window and I said to the man upstairs, I said, listen, I give this all to you. I've got this anxiety. Just take it from me. I don't need this now. This is the most... Usually, I've had these feelings in the night, never in the day. In the night, in the middle of the night, you wake up and you have all these challenging thoughts, challenging questions. You have all that in the middle of the night. Never at quarter to 10, no, it must have been, quarter to 10 in the morning, travelling to church, or 5 to 10 it was, And I get to church and I just said to the man upstairs, can you take this from me? You see, the thing is, I know that I think I always say, where is Jesus when we're going off the rails? Where is Jesus then? Where is Jesus when the train goes off and the wheels fall off completely? And, we're having fun, but then we get bent over and fucked up the arse. We get girlfriends who mislead us. We get all that stuff, You look to the past and you think, but I always have to rely on Keith Green, and you just think, gosh, I need peace. We all need peace in our lives. We all need that time to just reflect, And as I said in my life, you can't do this on drugs. You can't have alcohol when doing this. You've got to be completely stone cold sober. The only drug is the experience. It's and it happened to me in a dream, and it's happened to me twice, and I've just remember zero velocity. Now, the first few times you'll have someone with you. You will have somebody with you. If you let them go with you, it's like they're teaching you, and they'll tell you what to do. The dream I had was when I was in this room and they said, do you want to try astral travel? And in the dream I was in a party and it was like they were asking, do you want to try ecstasy or MDMA or LSD And me being me, I was like, yeah. Because I thought to myself, this is a dream. Whatever happens, it's not going to hurt me. I can always wake up from this if I don't like it, you know. I can always bring myself out of the dream. And I knew that. I knew I was in the dream. It was like that time I was in the dream and I was a bit tired. And my dad said to me, Stephen, we're in a dream. Lift your feet up and we'll float down the steps, you know. This woman was showing me, you know, come on, you want to try astral projection? Come on, you want to try it? Do you want to get out your body and try this experience? I'm like, whoa, yeah, come on. You know, it sounded to me like it was a once in a lifetime. This person that I met at this party was going to take me on this journey. And they did. And they were guiding me through. And I woke up and I got back to the dream. And I heard their voice in my head saying, zero velocity, zero velocity. You hear them and they're there. They're with you on this experience. They're with you all the way. Even when you're losing it, they're with you all the way, which is amazing. It's you've got this guidance with you, and they're there all the time. When I think the first couple of times, but I think the thing to do is make sure you don't do it alone. It's make sure you can find, if you're in a dream, make sure you find someone. It can be anybody. Just, you know, and it was strange because I was just in this party and I was in a place that I already knew. I was in a recurring place. It's always good as well to meet these kind of people in recurring dreams, recurring situations. This is why recurring dreams are good. Now, I thought recurring dreams were like something that I had to do, something from my past that I had to do, but not necessarily. It could be something that you're seeking for. And I was seeking for this experience for a long, long time. Bear in mind, I was trying this for a long, long time. I heard about astral projection and I've always been like, wow, I want to try it. You know, I can't do drugs. I can't, you know, it's like, you know, sex isn't really an experience, so I was a bit kind of disappointed with having somewhat experiences, you know, even trying things out like virtual reality. But this is like, whoa, this is an experience so it's best to have recurring dreams as well. That's another tool. Meditation and recurring dreams. Once you suss out those two things, then when you're in a recurring dream, once you realise, oh, this is a recurring dream, I might meet somebody who, and there's a thing, when you think that you're going to meet someone as well, I knew that I was going to meet someone. I didn't know that I was going to meet someone, but I knew I was going to meet someone, if that makes any sense. If it doesn't, then don't worry. But when I met somebody and they said, would you like to try this experience? And it's been like, it's an experience that's left me for 2 weeks. It's been like, whoa, but it's been like, there's never been another time to try it. You know, never another time. And I was really exhausted, you know, I was real, and I was in a shamanic mood, if that's the kind of thing that you know, the kind of the words that they use, but I was in those, you know, I was in that way, and then all of a sudden I meet this person that says, they said, hey, would you like to try astral travel? There's, you know, and I went into this hall where I'd been before, you know, it was all a recurring dream. But what wasn't recurring was what was coming next. Now, have you ever done meditation where you're in a balloon and you control the balloon? If it's going too high, you bring it down. That type of meditation is something you should do, because when you're in the balloon and you know, oh, it's going too high, better bring it down, go slow. But then the thing is, once you've realised, once you control that, maybe try going a bit higher and going a bit faster. It's you've got to be ready for it. You've got to be ready for it. But once you're ready for it, once you know, that's it, I'm ready for it, I'm ready for this, I know I'm in control. But then get ready to lose control. Get ready to lose control. Because losing control is the best bit. And I was told by this guide, you're in control when you remember zero velocity. But when you get past zero velocity, you have lost control completely. And that's the best thing then. Because when you've lost control, you realise that's it. You've broken out your cocoon then. You are now in the outside world. You are anywhere you want to be. You can explore. And it's like, it's brilliant. Because no one has ever said to me, here's a world, explore it. Here it is. Here's a world for you, explore this world. And I had to understand, I knew I was in a good mood. I knew I was going in for a good experience, and I knew this guy was going to look after me. But I've not tried a lucid dream yet. That's my next venture. But again, you have to go in with a goal. It's like there's certain things. The goal is to just go with it. It's not to, freak someone out or whatever. But just explore what's around you. Explore your surroundings. A lot of people go into astral travel not wanting the experience, and even if they do want the experience, they go into it the wrong way. I wanted to have a psychedelic experience. This was, it was brilliant. And I still want to tell people that I've done it. I still want to tell people that I really, it was a thrill. But the reason I did it was because I knew this was legal. I knew this was like, wow, this was amazing. This is something I've always wanted to do. This is like, I wanted a psychedelic experience. I knew that the way to get a psychedelic experience wasn't really legal, but this was. I just had to find the right person, if that gets you. I just had to find the right someone who was going to show me, who was going to get me through it, talk me through it. And they were showing me, and they were with me. They weren't holding on to me, but I felt like I knew they were with me. I knew they were saying things like zero velocity. So if you've worked out how to float, even in meditation, because you learn, but when you feel like you're going higher to a point where you can't control it anymore, then that's when zero velocity kicks in. So you're still able to control it even if you go even higher. Zero velocity takes you, it's like, it then takes you. When you're floating, you can control it to a certain extent. But once you're in zero velocity, you cannot control it. There's no control. It's like zero velocity is taken over. And it's just like, it's like you're falling upwards. It's like a free fall, almost. And you have to go into it. At the start of it, yeah, you can control it. But when you're in it, just go with it. Just go with it. It's not a good feeling at first, but trust me, you've got to be in the right mood. You've got to be sober. You've got to be in a good mood. You can't go to bed in a bad mood and say, I'm going to do this shit. You've got to go, right, I'm in a good mood, I've had a good day, I'm on high spirits, I'm going to try, it's the first try. You know, okay, I'm floating. I've got it, I've got the floating. Right, oh, I'm going higher, right. But then you'll go very, very fast. You'll go up very, very, very fast. So it feels uncomfortable, but just go with it. Just go with it. Remember zero velocity. You have to remember that. I'm giving you that in your head. It might be something else, but remember zero velocity. Zero velocity. In fact, when you go to bed tonight, when you start that floating experience, picture zero velocity. Picture those words. Picture zero velocity. Because without that, a lot of people think that other numbers, but no, zero velocity is key. That's what it is. That's the thing that we're going with here. I never thought I was ever going to do this. I never thought I was going to talk about it, but I've only ever done it twice. So it's not something that I do. You know, it's if I'm not on good terms or good spirits, or if I've had a bit, I won't do it drunk. You know, if I've had a couple of pints, I won't go, oh, I'm going to do zero velocity tonight. I'm not going to, have to be stone cold sober and in the right mood. Do you know what I mean? And also, it, for guys, it helps to not masturbate for one night. If you miss a couple of nights of masturbation, then that's going to be, because trust me, it's one of those feelings. You get this wow factor. When you're floating anyway, you get this wow factor. But it helps to just realize that you're fully aware of it. You're fully conscious. You're floating. You're flying. You're about to take off. But remember, you are going to go higher. You're going to go into this uncomfortable state. Let yourself go into that, because the next part of the experience is brilliant. You just have to go with it. If you don't go with it, you're not going to go into the next part. And a lot of people don't explain this very well. They say, oh yeah, you're going, this uncomfortable experience, and they don't tell you how it is. They don't tell you what to experience. They don't talk you through it like this. Hopefully, when I've experienced a lot more times, I'll be able to talk about it properly. But I've only experienced it twice, so I only know what I know, and therefore. But anyway, hopes this helps, and remember zero velocity.
8 notifications. Telegram. Group. 6 minutes ago. 500. Mic trigger. Mic lock. Finish recording.